Hey, what's up? This is the Hammer Airsoft Smith, bringing you a test and evaluation report regarding Tyra. Yeah, I stuck to the name, Tyra. The Benelli M3 Super 90 Airsoft Pump Action Multi-Shot Shotgun, or you can just call it the Benelli M3. Alright, so, the drill. We're going to go over quality, durability, and reliability. I'm using these cue card things to be more accurate, because I get a little annoyed after the video's done, or I do really good on a video, or I think I did, and I go back and I'm like, oh, I forgot this. Alright, so anyways, hopefully you guys can see pretty well. I mean, I like to use daylight, and now this winter crap sucks, and it's like 4 o'clock, and it's starting to get all gloomy out. Alright, so, quality, I give it a B. Despite it being mostly plastic, it is well made, and the parts fit together really tightly, and really well. There are some slight creaks, between the stock and receiver and the front forward barrel assembly. There's some slight creak to it, but it's not that big of a deal. Take my word for it as usual. I mean, I'm not going to BS you guys. I'm not trying to sell this to you. But I said in the cleaning video, I kind of manhandle it. Well, kind of. Yeah, I really manhandle this thing. I would take it on trail walks, like woods walks, just kind of shoot whatever debris because I don't want like litters back there. And sometimes I would hit the little pine branches off the buttstock here. That's why my buttstock is all like. That white spot is just it's paint from the closet here. But anyways, yeah, it's like really rough looking here. But the stock eventually does get a little loose, and the fitment between the barrel and the receiver can get a little bit loose. Your situation may vary. I mean, it depends on how much you manhandle it. I manhandled her a lot. The sights do get a little loose. The fore sight more than the rear sight, but I mean that's like with anything, so it doesn't really matter. I did have to replace the screws here. You'll see that they're very silver looking. There were black ones in here, and eventually they just got loose and started falling out. Again, that could have just been on my part. I don't know. But these are just some minor things you might want to just look at. Put some Loctite on the rear screw. There's a screw that goes all the way from underneath the rubber butt plate here and all the way down to the receiver. Put some Loctite on there, the blue Loctite. Which is conveniently right here. Don't use the red because then you'll never get it off in case you want to change to a pistol grip or something. And all the parts, internals, are made very well. I mean, the thing speaks for itself. It's freaking like 7 years old. I mean, I don't really have to explain much about it. The paint on the barrel and the mag tube is excellent. The sights, not so much, but they wear nicely. This used to have a white, it used to be Heine sights, or straight 8 sights, whatever you want to call them. Alright, let's move on. I talked enough about quality. So yeah, it gets a B. I mean, it's really well, especially for the price. It's a $60 gun. Well, some websites you can get it for like $70, but whatever. Durability. Going back to quality, don't mess, this might go with durability a little bit too. Don't mess with the stock too much as far as the screw. Don't try to refrain from taking the stock off and whatever, putting it back on and off, because there's a plastic retainer piece that's like the size of a nickel, and that will crack. I mean, that's a given too, you're screwing with it. So, I mean, some of these guns are not really meant to be completely screwed around with. You just, they're made the way it is because it works the way it is. So, but if you want to change your stock, you're able to. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. Yeah, so durability is a B. It's well made, like I said, and it's been through a lot of shit. A lot. This gun is a war horse or workhorse, if you will. It doesn't look very beat up, but it's got some minor cracks here on either or side. But this piece here, this retainer, is held together between the receiver and the fore area here, so it's nothing to worry about. These holes are from when I wanted to put a rail on here. I used to have the rail on there, then I decided I didn't want it on there, because then I couldn't use the rear side as a backup side, but anyways. I mean, it's pretty solid. I mean, the whole fore end's metal. Pretty nice metal, trigger's metal. The stock is really great plastic, and the receiver is a bit lower quality, but it's held up, as you guys can see, and it works fine. I used to use this thing all the time, almost as much as I used Doris in 1911, 1918 gas blowback pistol. Moving on. So, yeah. So, like I was saying, you know, it's been through a lot. It's been fired a lot, a whole hell of a lot. It all depends, you know, how much you manhandle it. I manhandled it like crazy. I wasn't trying to break it, obviously. I love my guns, but I was putting it through its paces, you know, see if it was worthy, and definitely is for $60. Reliability gets an A, because I never had any malfunctions with it. In the very beginning, this, again, could be me. I did use the BBs that come with the gun. Big no-no in the airsoft world. I do it anyway. To see, again, put it through its paces, see how the gun works. If the gun works with the crappy BBs, that's a pretty good start. Especially with the factory grease and lubricant and everything. Just take the gun out and run it as is with the crappy BBs, see how it goes. Don't judge it, though, upon your first usage of it, because, you know, those BBs, they do suck. It did fire most of the BBs for the longest time, but then when I got toward the end of the little bag, it started having some malfunctions where it was misfeeding. But and .12 Crossmans, the seamless ones that I use sometimes, and the .20 Perfects from KJ Works, I think, who makes them, phenomenal. And you know, just throwing this out here too, the heavier BB you use, the tighter grouping that you have, because they're more precise, they have higher precision. But anyways, it fires like everything. I mean, it should. It's an airsoft gun, and they do give you really crappy BBs in the beginning, but they're not as horrible as everyone makes them out to be, except for those yellow ones that I use in that Crossman Walther P99. That gun is not that bad. That gun is actually pretty damn good. It's pretty damn accurate. I actually made a suppressor for it one time. It was awesome. But anyways, yeah, so overall quality B, durability B, reliability an A. That's it, really. Just in time, because I almost made this video like 10 minutes long. But it's definitely, if you like shotguns and you love airsoft, I'd pick this one over a gas-powered one, because it works the way that it should. The slam firing thing, the other function, it says you're not really supposed to do that much. I don't know, I've done it a few times and never really had a problem. But then again, I didn't put it through its paces with that, because I really didn't want the gun to break. If it warns you that it's probably going to break, they would know, I guess. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. I'll see you guys later.